We have 5 things that will make this project out of this world. Number 1, we are going to build our frame mounts, the cab mounts, the bed mounts, and the cross member. Number 2, we're going to build the cab mounts, the frame mounts. Number 3, we're going to build the mounts. Today, we're building mounts. We're building mounts, we're cutting mounts off, we're getting this ready so that it can be painted and we can put this body back on. Top 5 things we're doing today: mounts. All right, we're just cutting some temporary metal so we can shim up the bed so we can make our mounts for it. So. All right, so what we've done is we have got our angle off from the bottom of the frame, the flat part of the frame. Our control is the bed, because the bed mounts flat to the frame itself. The cab and the front cross member, they set on bushings. So we can change the dimensions of the bushings to alter the height of whatever we need to. We can't change the location of the bed. So we have it located properly front to back. We have it square side to side. This bed's going to be replaced. It's got some issues, but the mounting points are the same. So we are going to, now we got to raise the front of the bed. We already have the rear secured, so we can get the same angle that we have on the frame so that they run parallel. So you're going to notice in between here it's going to go significantly higher, maybe 2 inches higher, because we're going to have to take the cab that much higher and the cross member that much higher, or the front core support that much higher, so that everything is in line with each other and parallel to the frame, so we don't have some weird funky things going on. So we cut these pieces of garbage, they're literally just trash, so we can place it in between. We get our basic dimension. We can start making our permanent mounts.
I think we need to try to manhandle it.
All right, you jack it out. I'm gonna get up here. I'm gonna pull it out to where I think it's gonna be, and then just let it back down. If we're semi-close, we're good. We are laying underneath this 75 Ford F250 Highboy, doing the complete conversion, 2012 Coyote, 6-speed, 4-wheel drive. We're getting ready to tack in a heavy tack, our bed mounts, our first bed mount, and then we're going to be able to move forward. So let me show you a little bit what we're doing. All right, you'll see that was the piece that I welded up. That's going to go through, and you see the bolt is sticking through. Maybe you can see it. We have it offset. The reason for that is that the bed is a little too far back and to the driver's side. So that'll allow us, where we have it offset there, we've already made our measurements, and that'll put it where it needs to be. So we're getting ready to do a little welding right there. And we'll get this girl where we can move the bed around and center it. All right, there's a stack of bed mounts. There's 8 mounts on the bed itself, but the 2 fronts and backs are a little bit different. Weld on to the frame, sitting out like this, and bolt go down through there. All right, so these are the rear cab mounts. It's going to weld, directly to the frame like that. We got to clean this up here. Bolt going to go down through. It's going to be strong as mare's breath.
So here's the rubber bushing. This is pretty much, it goes like this, then through bolt. Pretty simple. Yeah, it took us 9,000 years to get the cab on there straight. It was harder to get the cab on there straight than it was to make the mounts.
All right, so you can see inside here we made a mount down here. That was just an extension of the original factory mount. That worked out really, really well.
All right, guys. So we're getting ready to retrofit the brown Ford truck with the late model brown Ford truck brake system. First off, you got to watch piston size, bore size versus whatever else. But because we had the whole truck, we elected to go ahead and use the late model master cylinder versus the old one. There's a lot of guesswork that can go into that, and by using the factory stuff that came with the late model truck, we don't have to guess at all, right? We have to go down with the master cylinder by an inch and an eighth. So I'm going to punch these two holes here. This is going to be our new pattern. We're also going to have to drill the brake pedal assembly. All the geometry should be the same. All of it's the same, except the new master cylinder is just a little bit lower. But our geometry for the pedal, for the brake pedal and the push rod should be pretty spot on. All right, guys. So here's our new pattern here. We're gonna punch those out and wish me luck. All right, guys. Let's see if this even fits. Hey! Got a brace back here. Looks like it clears that. That's good. That's very good. Next is we need to take the brake pedal assembly, drill the new pattern into the brake pedal assembly. So now we know the booster fits. I went ahead and took our brake pedal and I went ahead and drilled our new pattern. I'm not going to go ahead and put the pedal assembly in there because all this has to go out for paint. We know it fits though. So let's go ahead and hang our master cylinder on there, and then we'll kind of get an idea as to what the brake lines are going to want to start doing. I don't want to mess with the cab too much because today we're doing cab mounts too. So don't want to mess it up.
Whew. Well, that didn't go like we planned it. We didn't quite get finished with everything we were trying to do, but we did get the body mounts done, the cab mounts, the frame, the core support. When we pull this girl all back apart to get it sandblasted and painted, we'll show you guys that. We appreciate you guys coming by and checking out what we do. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, give us a like, leave a comment, blah, blah, blah. You know what to do. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching. Anyway, it's turning out great. We're going to replace the door. We're going to replace the bed because it's terrible. Anyway, things are lined up very nicely. When we get this girl blown apart, sandblasted, and painted, drop the engine transmission in. All we got is the interior and bodywork left. Awesome.